Today I'm reviewing the Vader Episode 5 saber from NovaSaber, and I really like this saber. So first thing I'm going to point out with this is they are running a buy two get one free deal right now. So you're going to get 3 sabers in a box like this if you buy this saber. This is the first saber I've actually got that comes in one of these nice cases. So I just wanted to say that first of all, so you know, if you're just buying one saber, I don't know that it's going to come in this box, but for sure, if you do the buy one, get 2, you're going to get this box with 3 sabers in it. At the end of this video, I will show you all the sabers that I have in this box, but for the purpose of the review, we're just going to stick to Vader. So as far as what is coming in the box, of course, like you've already seen, you're going to have this saber. It's going to come bubble wrapped, so you don't have to worry about it being damaged in the box. So here it is, like you saw a few minutes ago. I've got some finger smudges on this thing already because I have already had it out and used it a little bit just to make sure it worked the way we wanted it to for this review, and it does. But I love this saber, and check this out. You've got the Arabesh Vader across it right there. I like it a lot. This is the SE saber, the stunt saber, so it's not like the full bulky Vader saber that's like $600. This one will run you less than $300, and you can actually use this one for dueling. So it's a little bit smaller, like the stunt sabers they would use in the movie. They're not exactly like the replica, but you definitely know which saber it is. You're going to have one of these little packets. It's going to have your USB-C. It's going to have your Allen wrench and the screws to hold the blade in place. You're going to have the standard, I believe this is a 32-inch NeoPixel blade here. So yeah, it comes with a cap on it. Would recommend leaving that if you're not using it because you don't want to mess your blade up if you don't have to. I also want to point out this app operation guide. This is to the Force Park V2 app if you have an Apple product. It's in the Android App Store as well. I'm going to be using this app to operate the saber just because I think it is so much more simple. It's not required, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be using the app. You're also going to get a product manual. If you're not going to use the app and you haven't had one of these sabers before, I highly recommend using this product manual. These sabers are pretty complex. They have a lot of features, as you can see. So this is going to show you how to actually sort through all the features using this button right here. So you can do it either way, app or, with the saber. For these videos, I prefer the app. For showing off the saber at home, if I've got friends or something over, I prefer the app. But let's say you're taking this to like a con or to Galaxy's Edge or something like that, you are going to want to know how to operate it. So hang on to this as well. So that's what you're going to have in the box for the Vader saber. Obviously, there are those 2 other free sabers that I have in there too. I'll show you those at the end of the video. But now what we're going to want to do is actually get the blade on this saber. It's super simple. All you do is you take the blade, put it in the saber, and then like I showed you earlier, there is that Allen wrench and the little screws. You're just going to put those in the corresponding holes on the hilt, and you're good to go. So I'm going to assemble this. I'll be right back, and then we'll test this saber out. So just like that, I have got the blade in the saber. So let's get this first ignition, and then let's run through a lot of the awesome features on this saber. To do this, I'm just going to press this button for a minute to get it turned on, then we'll ignite.
Power on.
And you probably heard it say power on. You can cycle through the volume levels. It's pretty loud straight out of the box. So sometimes I like to turn it to low just for the sake of these videos. But again, you can have it as loud as you want. All right, here we go. It's a cool saber, very bright. Check it out. This saber, again, very bright. And listen to this. Hear that smooth swing? That's good. It's going to have all your standard features. You're going to have flash on clash, which if you hit the saber, it's going to look like it's hitting something. You're going to have a blaster feature, so if I press the button, it's going to look like I'm deflecting a blaster. And then, of course, the other just basic feature you're going to find on all these sabers is that smooth swing. It sounds like it's swinging through the air, just like the movies. As far as the more complex features go, I am going to use the app that I mentioned earlier, so I'm going to grab that now, then we'll run through more. I actually film on my phone, so I have this going on my iPad here, but you can see it's the Force Park V2 app. So just running through this list of sound fonts that you see here, just top of the list, I've got Ahsoka, Anakin, Depa, Darth Maul, I've got Dooku, Mace Windu. There are all sorts of sound fonts on here. We've got Rogue One, Vader. There's a lot of good ones. So we'll run through some of those sound fonts. There's also some blade effects. You can go in here. So there's local blade effects, public blade effects, custom blade effects. The blade control page is actually where I like to hang out because I can change the blade color, sound font, blade effect, and the boot effect all on one page. That's where I'm going to be operating from for the sake of this video. So first, let's run through some of these blade colors. Look how bright that one is. I like the green as well. Looks really good. And then back to red. Next up, I'm going to run through some of the different sound fonts you'll find on this saber.
General Kenobi.
So this one's Grievous.
Quinlan Voss.
Quinlan Voss.
Temple Guard. Star Killer. Ventress.
One thing you'll notice on these sound fonts as well is it's going to make the blade hum a little bit different. It's going to be specific to the character in the shows and movies.
Leia.
Ahsoka. Anakin. Kenobi.
Next up, I'm going to show you some of the blade effects.
Unstable blade.
So this is an unstable blade. It's probably going to kind of be cracking a little bit.
Pulse blade.
I do know the pulse blade. It's going to be pulsing.
Rainbow blade. Infinite blade. Wave blade.
There are more features than that, but you can run through those when you have the saber. And lastly here, I want to show you some of the different boot effects. These are so fun. So when you ignite the saber, it's not just going to be the standard ignition. There's going to be something unique to each one of these effects.
Hunter ignition. Cross ignition. Phaser ignition. Photon ignition. Hunter stack ignition. Stack ignition.
So as you can see, there are a lot of features on this Vader Episode 5 SE Saber from NovaSaber. It's currently running at $304.99, and that is part of the buy one saber, get two free promotion. And I do have a promo code, as you have seen throughout this video, Padawan Pops. You can use that and get an additional 10% off of this saber or any other saber on their website. I will put that down in the description below, a link straight to this saber and the promo code. But I also do want to show you the two free sabers that came with this, as mentioned. So these are the two sabers that I got. They're both very similar. It's just a very basic titanium saber. It is a NeoPixel, you can see in here, and they can be connected on this side. So you can actually unscrew this and get a connector, and the two sabers can be dual wielded, which is really cool. Here is the second saber, so a blue one and a red one. So hey, 3 sabers for $300, one of which being a Darth Vader saber. That's a tough deal to beat. So if you're in the market for lightsabers, highly recommend this deal. Don't forget that promo code Padawan Pops for 10% off as well. I hope this video was very helpful in making you make the right decision for a lightsaber purchase. I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you next time.